Scump, Crimsix, Karma, and FormaL, the most decorated Call of Duty roster of all time. But this all-star lineup had one major problem: the so-called OpTic curse.
1v1 situation is all coming over! And that's full! Way to go 1v1! OpTic Gaming, we will see you later!
Despite their long history, OpTic as an organization could never win the biggest event, the World Championship. Third in 2014.
Wow. Congratulations to both teams, of course. OpTic securing a top 3 placement.
With the roster of Nadeshot, Scump, Clayster and MBoZe was followed by 7th in 2015 when Crimsix and FormaL joined Nade and Scumpi, despite being the favourites.
They stand up in the booth, the high fives come out. They have defeated OpTic Gaming.
Favourites again in 2016 with Karma now on the roster, OpTic still couldn't better their 7th place result. The curse seemed unbreakable. Throughout Infinite Warfare, OpTic had excelled, winning 3 events leading up to Champs, including the $500,000 CWL playoffs only 2 weeks prior.
Here it is, they get the kills, everyone dead, OpTic Gaming! Your CWL Stage 2 Global Pro League champions.
But fans had seen this before. Their Advanced Warfare roster had also won the event before Champs, but had fallen at the hands of ACHES and FaZe Red. They'd won the event before Champs in Black Ops 3 as well, but the legendary roster had once again fallen to ACHES, this time playing for Cloud9 when it mattered the most. The pool play stage of the 2017 event was business as usual. The opponents, Echo Fox, Epsilon, and 3Zup, proved no match for the Green Wall as they swept their group, losing only a single map. Taking on Mindfreak Black in their first playoff match, OpTic's form continued. Perhaps the OpTic of old would have thrown away this match, but there were no slip-ups this time, as they closed it out 3-0 to advance. Next in their path stood the best European team of the Infinite Warfare season, Splice. The British squad had already won Stage 1 playoffs that season, and OpTic knew that it would be their toughest test yet. In one of the most memorable matches of the entire event, Splice took a 2-1 advantage.
Give it up for Splice, they take map number 3.
And OpTic had to pull out a nail-biting comeback thanks to an outstanding active camo play from the GOAT himself, Karma.
Bants in. Bants in. Yeah, but he does get in behind and try to make the play. FormaL still up. Camo from Karma.
With all the momentum, OpTic closed out a close Game 5 SND, guaranteeing that they wouldn't finish 7th this time.
The Irishman down! Scump getting hyped! OpTic Gaming on their feet!
Next in their path stood FaZe Clan, one of OpTic's fiercest rivals. But OpTic showed no signs of weakness, as they embarrassed FaZe with a 100-point club in Hardpoint, a flawless 6-0 win in SND, and an 8-4 uplink win to secure their place in the top 3. Now, it was time for what would be their toughest match, up against their oldest rivals, Envy, in yet another CoD Champs edition of the E-Classico. Envy had crushed OpTic's dreams in 2016, knocking them down in Winners Round 1 and going on to lift the trophy. Although Envy hadn't been as impressive in Infinite Warfare, the roster of Slasher, JCap, Apathy, and John always matched up well against OpTic. The Green Wall won the first hardpoint, but Envy quickly regained composure, taking both the Search and Destroy and uplink.
5 seconds to hold for Envy, and that kill should seal the deal. Everyone's gonna fall, all 4 down. Envy takes the lead in our best of 5.
Suddenly, OpTic were on the ropes once again, and Envy took full advantage, winning the next hardpoint by almost 100 points, putting them in the grand final for the 2nd year running.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's done!
Once more at Champs, OpTic found themselves in the losers bracket, where this time they'd face Luminosity, who were themselves on one of the greatest loser bracket runs of all time, winning 5 consecutive series. But OpTic proved to be one step too far for LG, in what was another one-sided 3-0 sweep in the losers final. In a flash, OpTic Gaming was in the grand final of CoD Champs for the very first time.
OpTic Gaming is moving on for the rematch with Team Envious.
Once again, Envy awaited them, with one more E-Classico for World Championship glory. The odds were stacked against OpTic though, as they would now have to win 2 best-of-5 series, while Envy only needed 1 to secure the $600,000 top prize. In the first series, Envy failed to capitalize, allowing OpTic to reset and push it to 1. Winner takes all, best of 5 between the oldest rivals in CoD esports.
He's in, he's behind, 2 kills to Envy, but Scump and FormaL there to trade it out. Karma, Scump, FormaL, they clear house. Series 1 goes to OpTic Gaming.
The Green Wall knew just how close they were, the closest they'd ever been, and perhaps ever would be again. But the dreaded OpTic curse still weighed heavy on the minds of many in the crowd, and hundreds of thousands watching at home. The team helped to settle the nerves with a strong map 1, led by Karma and FormaL's combined 73 kills.
Now looking to soar in, the time ticking for OpTic, they find it, the final tick, OpTic Gaming take game 1.
The crowd in the stadium was deafening throughout Search and Destroy, pushing OpTic to another map win, and now needing only one more to secure the championship.
And you've got a 2-0 edge, Karma, Camo, popped and flying forward, it's a slaughter as they fly in, only Cap remains. He's been spotted. He's at least able to pick up 1 kill, can't get away, it's a victory for OpTic Gaming and a 2-0 edge.
Precinct Uplink was to be the final map, as Envy crumbled at the last hurdle and OpTic breezed to a 7-2 win.
No ground given now as Karma finds another 2-piece. Here's the overdrive. Popped as he's just trying to back him up, making all the plays as Crimsix.
As the fans watched the final point being scored, caster Courage said his now iconic closing line, confirming that OpTic Gaming's curse had finally been lifted.
The curse has been broken. The dynasty has been cemented. They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history.
Securing them as the greatest Call of Duty roster of all time.